Not many people on Earth have moved as fast as my next guest. She's a two-time Top Fuel world champion and one of the fiercest competitors in drag racing. In fact, she recently blasted past 341 miles per hour to cement her place as the fastest woman on the planet. So cool. And now she's busy preparing for the upcoming Muckleshoot Casino Resort NHRA Northwest Nationals. That's happening July 18th through the 20th in Kent. Brittany Force, welcome to New Day.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And you are a force, my goodness. You're coming off your first win of the season in New England. Tell us why this one was so special.
It was definitely a special one just because we're just starting our season. So to get a win that early on is just shows this team is really strong, our Monster Energy team. You know, we came off a really two tough years where we almost went winless for 2 years, and we finally got a win at the end of the season. So to come out this season, win in Epping, it's just really big for our team.
Gosh, amazing. Congratulations. And your dad is a fellow drag racer, John Force, and he was unfortunately involved in a serious crash I heard while racing last year. So how's he doing?
He's doing great. So that was about a year ago, Richmond, Virginia. He suffered a traumatic brain injury. He's been in and out of, he's been very consistent in rehab since almost an entire year now. We're really proud of him, but he made his return to a racetrack with all of our teams in Las Vegas last year, where actually it was my first win after we had that big streak. So he stood behind my car when we won. He was with us in Epping when we won just a couple weeks ago. So he's back, returned to racetracks with all our teams where he should be.
Gosh, and to be there with your first win in a bit, that is so special. You hit like we said in the intro, 340 miles per hour twice in the same competition. I can't wrap my brain around that. So tell me what that's like.
So in Charlotte a few weeks ago, we hit 341.59. So we hold now the record in Top Fuel. Quickest Top Fuel competitor with that mile per hour. And then when we went and won in Epping, another reason why it was such a big win for our team was because we hit 340 plus twice on race day, on Sunday, which again is just so huge for our team to be able to, put numbers like that on the board. It shows just how tough we are, how hard these guys have worked, and to be able to stand in that winner circle with that, it feels great.
Gosh, to be sitting next to you right now and know what you do out there is insane. How do you prepare for a race like this? Like not only physically, but mentally as well? Yeah,
mentally and physically, for me, it's staying consistent in my workouts, staying consistent in, I call it cockpit training. So for me, I do a lot of HIIT workouts, I focus on lower body explosive movements where you're quick off your feet to react on your throttle pedal. When you step on the gas pedal when the tree comes down, and sitting in a cockpit for me, I'm very much, I like just to see routine over and over, and as close as I could get to it is sitting in a cockpit where I'm just going over all my routines, pulling on my brake handle, stepping on a throttle pedal, looking at our Christmas tree, reacting, and just for me, it's routine's very helpful for me. And those workouts, staying consistent in all of it for me helps.
Gosh, and congratulations too. I hear you just got married and
Thank you.
newlywed.
Thank
How
you.
does it feel to have your husband's support like this?
I'm very lucky. He's very supportive. He gets along great with my team. He comes to as many races as he can, and he keeps me grounded. Sometimes, when I've been on the road for 3 weeks at a time and maybe there are events that he hasn't been to, when I come back home, he kind of brings me back down to earth a little, because you get so wrapped up in driving. That is our life. That's what we live for. We want to win every single weekend. And he brings me back home and reminds me, what's really important.
Gosh, those photos are so beautiful. And you're getting ready for a big race here in July. Tell us how fans can see you at the Muckleshoot Casino Resort NHRA Northwest Nationals.
Yes, so we will be returning to Pacific Raceways in Kent July 18th to the 20th. It's going to be a fun weekend. They're doing it a little differently. So we're doing a Friday night, late night qualifying session that begins at 9 p.m., which is awesome because when you see these cars launch off the starting line, you're seeing flames come out of the headers. It's 11,000 horsepower. It's 330 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds. I feel about 6 Gs within the first second of the run, negative Gs when we throw our chutes. So it's a great event for the fans. Then we get 3 more qualifying sessions on Saturday, and then race day kicks off in the morning on Sunday.
Gosh, how does it feel for you two to be back in the Pacific Northwest?
This is a special one for me. I love this racetrack. It's one I've been coming to since I was a kid with my mom, my sisters, my dad. We were sitting in the stands watching my dad. Since I was a baby. This is just, it was meant for us summer break, We go to the Northwest Nationals. We go to Seattle. It was just one of our favorites. So to be able to return now, not in the stands, but in the driver's seat, it's awesome.
Kind of full circle, I feel like. Do you have any other personal or professional milestones that you're wanting to hit? I feel like how can you top what you've already done, but what are they?
I would say the ultimate goal is we want more wins. We want to end up in that winner's circle. And at the end of it all, we want another championship. So we won a championship back in 2017 and 2022, but we won't win this year.
Yeah. What do you want people to know about drag racing too that aren't familiar with the sport?
There's nothing like it. You could watch it on TV, but it just doesn't do it justice. There's something about, sitting in those stands and watching these cars launch. I mean, I said 330 miles per hour, 11,000 horsepower. You feel it in your body. Your ears are ringing, your eyes are burning. I mean, the ground shakes. There's absolutely nothing like it. So you got to get out there. I've never taken anyone to the drag racing to the drags for the first time and they didn't like it. They all came back, absolutely loved it. They were hooked. So you just got to get out there.
Okay, I'm getting out there. Thank you so much for being here.
You.
And after the race on Saturday, July 19th, make sure to head over to the Muckleshoot Casino Resort. That's where they're kicking off the official NRHA after party in the Galaxy. The fun starts at 7 o'clock with music from Heart by Heart, plus 3 additional tribute artists. The after party is free, but you must be 21 or older.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Muckleshoot Casino Resort.